Cressida Dick says she was left with no choice after her boss, the Mayor of London, told her he had no confidence in her. She's been blamed for a string of failures in the Metropolitan Police, including a culture of misogyny and discrimination and being slow to investigate potentially illegal lockdown parties in Downing Street. In the past few minutes, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, gave this statement.
Last week, I made clear to the Metropolitan Police Commissioner the scale of the change I believe is urgently required to rebuild the trust and confidence of Londoners in the Met and to root out the racism, sexism, homophobia, bullying, discrimination and misogyny that still exists. I am not satisfied with the Commissioner's response. On being informed of this, Dame Cressida Dick has offered her resignation, which I have accepted. It's clear that the only way to start to deliver the scale of the change required is to have new leadership right at the top of the Metropolitan Police. I'd like to thank Dame Cressida Dick for her 40 years of dedicated public service, with the vast majority spent at the Met, where she was the first woman to become Commissioner. In particular, I commend her for the recent work in helping us to bring down violent crime in London, although of course there is more to do. I want to put on record again that there are thousands of incredibly brave and decent police officers at the Met who go above and beyond every day to help keep us safe, and we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. I'll now work closely with the Home Secretary on the appointment of a new Commissioner so that we can move quickly to restore trust in the capital's police service while keeping London safe.
Well, if that's the Mayor of London, here's Cressida Dick herself.
Following contact with the Mayor of London today, it is quite clear that the Mayor no longer has sufficient confidence in my leadership of the Metropolitan Police Service for me to continue as Commissioner. He has left me no choice but to step aside. I say this with deep sadness and regret. At his request, I have agreed to stay on for a short period, a number of weeks, to ensure the stability of the Met and its leadership, while necessary arrangements can be made for a transition to a new Commissioner. Undertaking this role, a Crown appointment, as a servant of the people of London and the United Kingdom, has been the greatest honour and privilege of my life. Throughout my career, I have sought to protect the people of this wonderful, thriving and diverse city. There have been many tough calls and many challenges. The 2017 terrorist attacks, the Grenfell fire, very difficult protests, the pandemic, the murder of serving officers. I'm incredibly proud of my team and all that they have achieved.
Well, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has responded on Twitter in the last few minutes, saying Dame Cressida has served her country with great dedication and distinction over many decades. I thank her for her role protecting the public and making our streets safer.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Credit OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Build back better scandal. That's what I'm calling this one. Build back better scandal, because it's funny how my man just tried to put her down and say, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. But then we thank you. We thank you for all the hard work you've done. We thank you for everything you've done with making the streets safer. Well, you haven't. You haven't made the streets safer. It's actually worse. So what are you talking about, you numpty? You know no one's there. So once again, I feel like this is the Build Back Better scheme. You know one's there. They have to take Cressida Dick out, because whoever they're going to put in is going to go and move things forward for the New World Order, for the kind of plans that they have, the meta universe and all these kind of other stuff. Because by taking her out, you still got James, bruv, that's still racist, bruv, you donut. You know one's there. You still got Jim, bruv, you know one's there that's still having sex with women inside the police station. You still got police officers that are still going to try and stab up people like Sarah Everard. So it's funny how you're going to change it from the top, but you don't realise that there's so much shh within the system. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So how does that change? So what are we building back better? Okay, cool, your little schemes. And then Boris Johnson is coming out and saying, oh, do you know what? Thank you for all the services that you have done. Guys, for me right now, this is a big transition and a big scandal, and we're not even realizing that what these guys are doing. Everyone's resigning. This Matt Hancock resigned. This person resigned. That now Boris's people are resigning. That Sadiq Khan's telling this person to. Can't you see what's going on right now? Everyone's bailing out. It seems like for COVID, everyone's got their big boy checks, big boy bonuses, and everyone's fading out like, yeah, I'm nice now. You're the ones there for the rest of my life. You're the ones there, and I'm gonna go and put someone else in the role to say, look, guys, look how we're changing. Like even the way Sadiq Khan's doing it, don't make him fool you. For you not to be like, yeah, man, kick her out. Finally, yeah, change something. Yeah, there's a part of that change something, but they're only doing that because they know that they're clutching at straws right now. They know that most of us are getting onto them. She was talking about protests and rare. They know that people are standing up for their rights. They know that people are starting to wake up and say, hold on a minute. Something's not smelling right. Something's not looking right. This doesn't make sense. How comes we are always being seen the one that are to blame? Like everyone's always blaming us. Oh, it's you guys, cuz it's the fumes and the emissions. Oh, it's you guys. You're the one that's causing the crime and you don't talk to us. It's you guys. You need to sort it out. It's like, we need to sort it out. We're the ones that's getting left with no jobs. We're the ones that's getting left with low payments. People on the benefits, they ain't got no money. And all the best thing about it, they keep pointing fingers at you. They're like, no, it's your fault. It's your fault. Take the vaccine. It's your fault. Listen to what we're saying. It's your fault. And the worst thing about it, everybody's just fattering in their pockets. That's what this Build Back Better is. Everyone's fattering in their pockets and everyone's getting the hell out of here. And we get left all the time picking up the pieces. Look what Sadiq Khan's now saying as well, bruv. No one's there in the sense of we're trying to do many things for the transport of London and rare. There are boxes all over the place, bruv, because everybody's been putting a hand in the flipping cookie jar. Don't worry, I'll wait. So once again, I know this is a time of reflection of, yeah, she's been there for 40 years and obviously she hasn't done much, but there is a time that's scaring me right now because it's letting me know bare people are resigning, bare people are coming into positions. Why? We all got to understand of why she's resigning and why that person's getting put into that position. And who is this person that's going to be put into this position now? How can we believe in him? And this is what I don't like. You know one's there. When we vote and everything, you know one's there. We don't even vote for people that we want. It's just a select vote. Do you know what I mean? There's candidates. You know one's there. There's 4 people. And you've got to select one of these 4 people. But what if we don't like these 4 people? Don't worry. I'll wait. You still have to select one. What's you guys' thoughts?